Do you want to add bookmarks to your documents, but you're not quite sure how, or even if they're useful? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so I have a document here and it's not too long. It's 5 pages, but I'll be adding to it over the next little while, and I want to start maybe referencing things in it and navigate. So if I use bookmarks, this is one way to navigate. And normally if I have a long document, I'll actually use a lot of different ways to navigate. One way being bookmarks, another way with hyperlinks or links. There's also cross-referencing and also styles. So those are heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Now I've got a video on how to apply styles, really easy way. So if you wait to the end of the document, there'll be a link somewhere in the top for you. Also, if you have any suggestions for any topics, please do add that in the comments below. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at bookmarks. Now I've got this document, and as I go through it, sometimes you might have like a bit of text or something that isn't a heading, but you want to maybe reference it somewhere else and click and go through. That's called a cross-reference. So this one I want to bookmark this text of little and often. So I go to the Insert tab and then over to Bookmark. And then I just add. Okay, so if I go back to Bookmark, we've got, yeah, this is test. I can call it anything I want. I actually would change it little and often. Whereas test, not really great. Yeah, so it doesn't like spaces. There we go. And if you're like me and you forget that, if you haven't done this in a while, how I knew was because the add button was grayed out. So using something like test 1, 2, 3, yeah, it'll work, but you're not going to remember what it was. Whereas I want little and often, so I just added them together, or I can put underscores, etc. Then I click on add. And I can do that throughout this document. So maybe I have affecting learning strategies, and I can insert bookmark. There we go, add, and that's it. So you just can go through your document. And I could also just single click. Okay, and I can do that throughout my document. Now, if I'm at a point in my document, I think, oh, I want to go back to another point, I can go into bookmarks. I can click on one and I can click on the go to. Now it moves to where that place was. Okay. I think my computer was just wanting to, yeah, if I close it, it all comes back. Yeah, my computer just decided not to show everything. But what if I wanted the user of my document, so maybe a reader of it, to be able to look at a reference and go to it? So maybe I have here this little and often. Maybe I put bookmark. I'm going to put benefits. See, I can even put the underscore, add, there we go. Then up here, I could put bracket for more info, see, go to, or see, whatever you want to say. I'm actually going to put my bracket in here now. And then I can use this cross-reference. It's just below that bookmark. It's in the insert. I can click on this and I can choose any type of reference. So this one I've already changed to bookmark. I've got bookmark, text, number, paragraph. I'm going to put the text in and I can put this in here and I go insert and close. Now it hasn't put anything in because I hadn't selected anything. So if I highlight, go bookmarks, benefits of little and often, add, that's it. Cross-reference, bookmark, benefit of little and often, include as a link, bookmark text, insert link. There we go. I don't want this to be formatted the same, so I'm just going to change it back to normal. And because it was the end of a paragraph, that's it. That's it. Now it's back to normal. But I should be able to pause on it. I get this little pop-up and I can press the control key on the keyboard and actually click, and it moves me to that location in the document. So it's really useful for documents that you want to navigate through them. Okay, so that's really good. I've got one more way to show you how to use this for navigation. But before I do, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I do this outside of my day job, but I also write fictional novels. So if you're feeling that you'd like to take a little break and you'd like to read a little fiction, maybe try one of my books, and I'll put a link to that in the I'll put a link to that on this video. Thanks so much. Now, the last way I'm going to show you how to navigate is still in that insert, but it's using this link. Okay, so you have hyperlinks. So remember, you can go into your bookmark, you can go to as well as add, you can use cross-reference, but now I'm going to show you this link. So I'm just going to go to the end of the document. And there are shortcut keys to move to the end of documents very quickly. I'm not really a keyboard person, whereas a colleague of mine, he loves them, so he'd have used that very quickly. If you are interested in learning about shortcut keys, do put that in the comments and I'll try and record a video on them. So I'd like to add a link, and you can see there's a little arrow beside it, so you can see there's lots of options here, or insert link at the bottom. If I just clicked on insert link, the text part, it would have brought this same box up. Okay, so this box is the insert link dialog box. I have the text that I want to display. I usually type the text in, highlight it, then click on link, and it puts the text in here. And I'm going to put in okay, so there's this one. And then I have this screen tip. Can be quite nice if you wanted to put a little custom tip for it. I don't use it often, but very occasionally it's handy. And if you'd like me to do a video on just this, it's really useful. Actually, I might record it after this one, and if I do, it'll be a link at the top of this at the end of the video. So in this one, I have place in this document, and if I click on here, it shows me the different styles, and I can click on the little minus beside and it folds them up, but it also has bookmarks. And you can see I have all of the bookmarks in this document. And then I can click on OK. And there we go. So I can go through and I can add more text. So I can just highlight this, go up to Insert, click on Link, and then in Insert Link, I can choose my next. And you can see it's put the text to display. Automatically, it's just added in the text I highlighted. Great, and then I just OK that, and it continues. And with the same as with the other link, I just Control and click, and it moves me to that location. If you have any questions about using bookmarks, do put them down in the comments, and I do try and answer those. So if you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please do click on that thumbs up button. It really does help. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.